Badr, one of the most significant events in Islamic history, occurred on the 17th of Ramadan, in the second year after the migration, Hijrah, of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to Medina. It was a turning point for the early Muslim community, and an event that would shape the future of Islam. The growing tension between the Muslims in Medina and the Quraysh in Mecca had been escalating. The Quraysh, determined to suppress the new faith, frequently harassed the Muslims, seized their property, and plotted to destroy the nascent community. When the Muslims migrated to Medina, they left behind their homes, wealth, and businesses, which were confiscated by the Quraysh. The immediate cause of the battle was the Muslims' plan to intercept a Qurayshi caravan, led by Abu Sufyan. This caravan was heavily laden with goods and wealth obtained from the Muslims' confiscated properties. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, saw this as an opportunity to weaken the Quraysh economically and reclaim what was unjustly taken. The prelude to battle, Abu Sufyan, aware of the Muslims' plan, sent a messenger to Mecca to call for reinforcements. The Quraysh responded by assembling a powerful army of around 1,000 men, including their best warriors, to confront the Muslims. Meanwhile, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and a small band of 313 Muslims set out to intercept the caravan. The Muslim force was poorly equipped with only 2 horses, 70 camels, and a few weapons. However, they were armed with faith and a deep trust in Allah. When news reached the Muslims that a Qurayshi army was marching towards them, the situation became dire. The Muslims had not planned for a full-scale battle. The Prophet consulted his companions, and despite the odds, they unanimously agreed to stand their ground. The two forces met at a place called Badr, near a water well. The Muslims strategically positioned themselves to control the water source, which would be crucial in the desert environment. On the night before the battle, heavy rain fell, fortifying the Muslim camp while making it difficult for the Quraysh to maneuver. On the morning of the 17th of Ramadan, the battle began. The Quraysh, confident in their numerical and material superiority, launched an aggressive attack. However, the Muslims fought with remarkable unity and resolve. Before the battle commenced, the Prophet raised his hands in earnest supplication to Allah, asking for his divine support. The fighting was intense, but the Muslims held their ground. The angels, as promised in the Quran, Surah Al-Anfal 8:9, descended to assist the believers. The Quraysh, despite their strength, were overwhelmed by the determination and strategy of the Muslims. The Battle of Badr ended with a decisive victory for the Muslims. 70 Quraysh were killed, and another 70 were captured. The Muslims suffered only 14 casualties. The captives were treated with kindness and were either ransomed or freed, depending on their circumstances. This victory was a turning point for the Muslims. It bolstered their morale, solidified their position in Medina, and demonstrated that their faith in Allah and their unity could overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. For the Quraysh, it was a humiliating defeat, shaking their confidence and marking the beginning of their decline. The Battle of Badr was not just a military encounter, it was a testament to the power of faith, patience, and divine support. It is remembered as a symbol of the triumph of justice over oppression and the resilience of the early Muslim community. This battle laid the foundation for the eventual establishment of Islam as a dominant force in Arabia and beyond, inspiring countless generations of Muslims to stand firm in the face of adversity.